Well, my people, what is going down? Good to see y'all on this beautiful Friday. Just the camera here, little Bitsky. Oh, nope. The earth only cracked for one person, clan. For those of y'all that aren't already tracking, um, the glorious fucking Chuck Norris passed away at the age of 86. There's Cindy. Yeah, I know it's a Chuck Norris thing. Not to take away from old Chuck, but the earth only divided for one person. What's going down, people? What's going down? Welcome to Friday morning, your tabletop live with me, Mr. El Spaghetti. We got Stacy up in the chat. What's going on, Stace? Who else we got? Justin. What's up, Justin? Yep, R.I.P. R.I.P. What else is new and exciting? Hey, Brenda, I have not forgotten about your message. Before you even ask, I'm looking into it. There's Clan. What's up? What's up? He said, I'm at work, so I'll be in and out. He's trying to act important. That'll be, sorry. I drank an ice cold glass of water a few minutes ago, and, like, it got me. I was like, that fucking sucks. My head hurts now. Brent from Memphis, he'll also be playing like he's working today when he pops up in here. I know he's out there dealing with fuckery. What's up, Daniel? Another beautiful day in paradise. The air conditioning is cranking in my neck of the woods. What's up, Jason? I know some of y'all are still dealing with snow. I'm dealing with like 110 to higher temperatures, and it fucking sucks because it's March. So it's what it is. I know some of y'all would rather be dealing with the heat than that fucking snow. I'm on the other end of that spectrum. It is too fucking early to be dealing with this heat out here. So y'all saw yesterday, beautiful little announcement for ZBCN, Zebcoin. Dre put us on that a while back, and now it's coupled up with another coin and going to be used for big things, like we told you guys when everybody jumped in. So if you guys aren't already holding a position in that, go ahead and make the move if you so choose. It is less than a penny per coin, but it is one of those digital technologies that has a utility and purpose outside of the normal shitcoin world that we all try to stay away from for payroll services. So I'm going to crack open some much needed caffeine. I normally don't endorse products, but being that the owner of this company is a very good fucking friend of mine, and if I were to endorse a product, it would probably be this one. If y'all have not tried Form Energy, beats everything else on the market. This one is the Folds of Honor. This is a very limited edition can. They got a bunch of different flavors, but they did a Folds of Honor can where all the proceeds go to Folds of Honor and back through those routes. Those of y'all who know who Folds of Honor are, you guys understand that Andy donating the proceeds from this limited run on this particular can all go to Folds of Honor. So they got a bunch of other different flavors. You can find them at 7-Elevens and a bunch of other different spots. They're getting them into a bunch of stores on the retail side too. So they're coming for all the big names in energy, because this is, if you guys don't know, Form Energy is made by First Form, that is a nutrition supplement and like education. Is that how I would put it? An educational company where they not only sell the supplements for sports nutrition and stuff like that, but they also have a complete team, a crew that can educate you to what you do need, what you don't need. They're not just there to sell you products. They're there to get you the right products to fit what you need for your nutrition plan, your fitness plan. They have pros that'll even complete fitness plans for you, get you back on track. You guys always hear me say personal excellence is the best rebellion. That is straight from Andy. He owns First Form. Andy Frizilla is an absolute fucking G unit. Great guy, great family, great company. I've been part of the First Form family for 2017. So when they pushed out their Form Energy and seeing it as a replacement for some of the other stuff that's on the market, if you can get your hands on them, the flavors are amazing. You're not running into the same shit that you are in some of the other energy drinks that's typically bad for you. I mean, it's still not... fuck it. It's what it is. Web3 scam or legit? What are we talking about, Brad? Yep. Always learning, commenting on Greg's post of the cost of breaking generational curses on X. Great post. If you haven't seen it yet, you're not already following Cyber Greg, please do so on X. He's putting out content that means something. He's not spamming you with a bunch of needless, worthless garbage. He's definitely putting some content up there that will force you to look deeper into your own life, your heart, what you got going on, to be better for yourself, to be better for your partner, to be better for your family, your kids, your community. So I don't know if this one's pending review or not. Is it pending review? Sorry guys, I don't have Chicken Joe this morning. Greg is going to be the only admin here, and he is like the director of like my IT for the Discord side. So he's not like an admin. Like Greg is like he's the man. I don't have Chicken Joe. Chicken Joe is indisposed. He will be on later this afternoon. So if there is comments that are popping up that are pending review, I got a hard time seeing them. I'm looking at two different screens here. I can't do reviews on the screen to this direction. I have to reach out to the screen in front of me. So Greg will get to those as quick as he can. So if your guys' comments are pending reviews and you're not seeing them pop up in the chat, give us a minute. We're going to get around to it. Uh-oh. The Cubanita's in the house. How Lou would do it. Welcome. Who's this guy? Donald Trump died for our sins. Man, are you on drugs, bro? You high? Man, put the pipe down. Donald Trump done some cool stuff, but he definitely ain't Jesus Christ. I'm just saying. And we got JGA, been waiting for this live all week. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I am blessed to be able to share my Friday morning with all you beautiful people. We've had a little bit go on. We've had some interesting stuff in the world occur. We've had some evil shit, but we're not going to talk about the evil shit. We're going to leave the evil shit alone because I'm not trying to fuck up y'all's vibe for Friday. So some of y'all noticed that a certain senator that may or may not be on our side, the proof's kind of in the pudding, posted on X this morning the picture of a yield sign. I had the intel here 2 days ago that the deal on stablecoin yield was completed and was supposed to be on Senator Scott's desk this morning. I would venture to say because of that post by Senator Lummis that deal has reached Senator Scott's desk and they're going to proceed forward. Not with certainty, because we know how things roll when you're dealing with politicians and big egos at the federal level. There should be a markup here shortly, and then we're hoping that the vote for clarity is completed before the Easter break, and should be on the president's desk short to follow. So, with that being said, we are fucking right there. We are right there. Damn, I lost all my comments on the fucking other monitor. Or you guys just stopped talking. You're just listening, going, oh shit, it's going down. It's not a matter of if at this point, clan. It's a matter of when. And I know Lemus pushed out some stupid shit earlier in the week that it was going to get done and that it should be signed before the end of the year. That is completely fucking asinine. For y'all that don't understand and know how the government works, the calendar in which to get shit done on a legislative role is very fucking short. This legislation needs to be done before everybody starts fucking off into the sunset for summer break, vacations, because they do whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't matter how much. If these motherfuckers got paid like we get paid, they wouldn't have jobs. Because I can't take a vacation if there's shit to do. And these motherfuckers, they dip out, they do whatever the fuck they want, even though there's shit pending, there's shit on the desk. Stuff that needs to get done, but this cannot go into the summer months and anything occur, because this would be a midterm year, and after the summer comes up, everybody's hard campaigning for the midterm elections that are upcoming. So, that being said, we have this short little block. When you hear Thune talking about, I don't have the time, everybody's like, yeah, whatever, fucker. Legitimately, like, the dude's not blowing smoke out of his ass most of the time. Yeah, he's still full of shit. But when he says he doesn't have time for something, you got to understand they're trying to squeeze a whole bunch of legislation into like a matter of weeks, because then they're going to have the Easter break, the spring break. They're going to come back for a little bit. Then they're summer break. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm not tracking that one, Walfred. Like, I don't know if like you read that before you press send. Um, she got a point there. She's disappointed the country, the direction the country's taken. I'm not even necessarily going that far. We have legislators, and it's not all of them, but it's the majority, whether it's Congress or Senate, the House or the Senate, that are refusing to act on the will of the people. Like 250 years ago, I believe it was called taxation without representation, and some really patriotic shit occurred. So there's that. Keep applying pressure where you can. Emails, phone calls, they make a difference. When you overwhelm these offices and these staffers, the congressmen and the senators fucking hear about it. And it does help. Yeah, see, Clan, Thune is walking a very fine line, because he lacks the testicular fortitude to take a fucking stand on something, because he does not want his fingerprints on something that he sees could be detrimental. Where if you look at the overall reality of what's been occurring and what could occur, the Save America Act has to pass. Without the shadow of a doubt, has to pass. Hopefully Thune pulls his head out of his ass and gets it done. If that doesn't pass, for all intent and purposes, like, this country is fucked. And I'll kind of fuck the vibe up a little bit. with like the severity of this, because going into the midterms, if like all these fucking illegals that the last administration allowed across the border are allowed to vote in these blue states, which they do. Everybody says there's no proof. Yeah, bullshit. I live in a blue state. I have seen for a fact that people that are not fucking U.S. citizens can vote in these types of elections. If we lose in the midterms due to foreign influence or foreign influence, fucking, I'm not wording correctly. We can only lose so many seats in the House and so many in the Senate before the Dems now run them again. That means there'll be an instant fucking impeachment that will go completely through. President Trump is gone, removed from office, and the fuckery ensues. When it comes to the Clarity Act, if we don't get this taken care of here in the spring and they delay it, when they do push it after they win, the Democrats want the CBDCs, and y'all know where that goes. So there will be a Clarity Act after the midterms, but it's nothing that you're going to want. However, working in our favor, should they drag their feet, which is what I believe a lot of the elitists want, Clarity then gets loaded up with CBDCs, the stablecoin yield gets done away with because that's what the banks want. It's fuckery as usual. The peasants continue to get shit on. Fucking the elites continue to pocket all that cash. Clarity will get passed by the House and the Senate with the fucking blue majority because they're fucking evil, elite, fucking pieces of shit that it's fucking treasonous. I'm going to leave it at that. The only saving grace is when that goes to be signed into law. Should the worst happen and it's President Vance, he's going to veto it. So we're stuck in that fucking continuous holding pattern up through 28, and without the remedy of the Save America Act, it doesn't happen. In 28, Jesus Christ himself could run as a conservative and he would lose. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the fraud and fuckery that has encompassed our legal system, our political system, our election system in its entirety. It's where we're at. They're trying to correct it now at a level that does not involve violence. But should they not, it's going to get bad. It's going to get bad. And I am unfortunately like outside of that group of young patriots that would be involved in that. However, I'm probably too stupid to stay away. But hopefully the system can be corrected by using what we're trying to use now, and it doesn't come to that. But they need to understand that's definitely on the menu. Try to catch up on. We're talking, when you say Goldman, are you talking about the congressman or are you talking about Goldman Sachs? This dude's new and exciting. You said Americans have years of karma coming for what we are about to learn what collateral damage really is. Hey, dog, are you making fucking threats, bro? I'm going to give you one opportunity to clarify what you just said right now, because clearly you're new to this channel. You cannot say some shit like that to me because I am a federal law enforcement officer. So unfuck yourself right now and clarify what you just said, or you're about to have fucking a real bad visit. Baddest monkey, Goldman Sachs. Yeah, I've been tracking on some of their stuff. Goldman Sachs, it's hard to know if the information coming out of Goldman Sachs is legitimate or not. So Because some of it has been legit, but then I've seen other shit where I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are pushing from both sides. Hey, Greg, go ahead and get this asshole out of the fucking chat. Hey, dog, fucking, if somebody knocks on the door, fucking don't have nothing in your hands. Stupid fuck. The only thing dumber than what that dude just said right now was to make a fucking threat on fucking somebody like maybe a congressman, a fucking president, a vice president. Well, you stupid motherfucker. Man, do your homework before you come up in my chat. For what? Okay. I'm going to bring it down a notch. For those of y'all, for future purposes. You guys know me. It's cool. We have fucking conversations. But there is a limit of what you guys can say because I am bound by my oath. If you guys say stupid shit, I don't have a fucking choice. It's not like, oh, I get to pick and choose what fucking laws get enforced and what when somebody says some stupid shit, I am bound by duty to fucking report that right now. So now I'm going to spend an extra 45 minutes on the fucking phone with my local JTTF office with this asshole's fucking username because congratulations, dumbass, it's all recorded. And they're going to go in and they're going to go doot, 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 and they're going to hit up YouTube and be like, hey, we need this dude's contact information. We need to know where he's at, who he is. And magically, fucking, he gets a knock on the door. So if it's marginal that it could be something that could be considered a threat or a violation of federal law, just fucking don't say it. Do me a favor. Because you're like, I'm off, man. I'm not fucking working right now. But the minute somebody says something fucking dumb like that, like it puts me into like I'm active. Like now I have to work. I'm gonna have to fucking pull out the fucking laptop, fucking type a report up. I'm gonna have to fucking make a fucking phone call. Hey, I'm on official time because this just fucking happened in my presence. So neither here nor there. I'm not gonna waste no more time on it. I love y'all. You said USA's going down the drain in this war. Whatever, bro. Clearly you don't fucking military. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you. Hey, 1323, do yourself a favor, bro. Either sit here and enjoy or shut the fuck up, bro. Quit being a plunger. Quit bringing up old shit. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. There's numerous people in here that fucking have served or are still serving. We don't appreciate your bullshit. Who the fuck is this guy? MZ Dagon. Is this dude making fucking threats now too? Yeah, Gator. Giant hugs, bro. Giant hugs. Man, I'm gonna have to forward this entire fucking chat. This entire fucking chat's about to get fucking sent over. Clan. If you were part of the Discord, hint, hint, if you were part of the Discord, I kind of narrowed some shit down using AI that, you know, answers some fucking questions about some of the stuff that Schwartz has been saying and what possibly could happen and, you know, played it down different streams to see, and I posted some of the screenshots there. Will they ever sort out the synthetic Guatemalans with the blockchain? I think they're just going to reset it. To be honest with you, that's why most of us got the fuck out of the stock market. Because in order to settle out all that bullshit, it would cause a huge collapse. There's no way to settle and make that right at the level that they did it at. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that a lot of people got hit and hurt in a big way. And there's Big John. What's up, Big John? Big John knows what's up. Yeah, this is to be honest with you guys, if you guys aren't on X already, I'm gonna highly recommend that you guys get on X, because to be honest with you, I don't see the YouTube era continuing much longer for me. I'm probably gonna roll over in its entirety and stream just on X, and then do a lot more communication on Discord, because of what you guys are just witnessed. Like, I fucking don't need it. I don't need it. I'm not making any money off of YouTube, X, or anywhere else. I'm not monetized in any way, shape, or form. So to be able to put the content out without the fucking idiots like that coming in here and causing me more work. They're causing Greg work, because now he's got to hammer him in the chat, but then, like, after the fact. So be prepared is what I'm saying, because I may like discontinue the YouTube altogether and just go straight to streaming these on X. There's Blue. What's up, Blue Box? We got T Solutions. I don't get angry when people disagree with me. I get angry when people say stupid shit. And you want to disagree with me? Go disagree with me on your channel. You came on this channel. I didn't go to other people's channel to fuck with them and disagree with them. Take that shit somewhere else. Clearly, you ain't been around long enough, dog. I'm about to help you. Hey, do me a favor. Send fucking Baddest Monkey to the fucking Shadow Realm. I've banned fucking 10,000 people. You don't want the information? You don't want to be here? Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. I'm not fucking putting up with people's bullshit. You're the one that's going to miss out on info, not me. I'm the one that has the success. I'm the one that's fucking been here since day one. I'm the one that's made fucking 7 fucking figures. You're here for information, not me. Thank you. Fucking assholes, man. I don't get paid for this. I could be fucking sitting on my couch now with my balls in my hand. Sorry, y'all are seeing like 29-year fucking Salt Dog come out because I'm fucking over the bullshit after this week. I had one of those weeks, y'all. It started with bodies. I'll put it to you that way. My Monday started with bodies. And I've had to deal with stupid shit for fucking the week in its entirety. And then it's 110? Nah. Hey Brenda, get onto Discord. I got your email. I'm working on that from a different angle. I've got some text messages and emails out to see if I can get you the information that you're gonna need without stepping on anybody's toes. Unfortunately, that's outside of my purview. It's a different. I'm gonna have to make communications cross office, and sometimes people get a little bit hurt when you step on fucking each other's toes, so I try not to do that. Skinny. Here's the issue. The CBDCs, that was like the elitist plan to put everything on fucking chain, remove all fiat currency, and to be able to institute social credit scores and completely fuck us. Like, I can't bullshit you. There's not a good side to a CBDC. Right now, it is currently prohibited via executive order. I know that President Trump wants legislation so that he can sign it into law. However, they're working very hard to make sure that the fraud and the fuckery continues. They pick up House and Senate seats in the midterms. They can impeach them and do whatever the fuck they want. Because clearly they don't want any of the peasants to ever experience freedom, financial or otherwise. It's what it is. That'll get me more pissed off. With that being said, you guys really need to be fucking tracking on what's going on with these individual processes. Apply pressure where you can. Make sure you're educating people with legitimate information. Stay away from fucking idiots on social media because they ain't worth your time. Ain't nobody doing better than you has ever been a hater. Let that fucking sink in. Like these assholes talking shit, they ain't doing better than me. The fuck on. Need for Speed. You remember when Lou said if you're poor, you only need 500 XRP. I think 500 XRP definitely puts you in a good position in life. I don't see that necessarily as being financial freedom, but that definitely sets you up with enough assets to be debt free and have house, vehicles paid for, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You probably still have to have a job with 500 XRP. There we go. The Hudson's just got released from light duty next to us. Hold on. I gotta fucking scroll on this one. I lost it on the big screen. It's grant for employment. In my union, 18% unemployment. Claiming. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, brother. I'm sorry you're going through that. Hopefully they can get you into a spot. Which union are you part of? I know our guys, we're with AFGE. It's kind of a liberal union, to be honest. I'm a steward for them. I'm all about protecting people's rights, but like they tend to fucking take money from like far left and then try to push it on their members, and their members are like, fuck you. Yup, there's Edward. Rest in peace, Big Chuck. Chuck Norris, man, dude was a fucking icon. Blue, you're fucking killing me, bro. How about, like, the stream starts at fucking 10. I know you're up there in fucking snow Mexican land, but you're going to have to get here on time, bro. You're going to have to get here on time. Because now I have to go back because I can't just be like, who the fuck is this guy? Because I know Blue. He's like fucking family. So I have to go back and I got to be like, all right, check this out. So a certain senator made a post on X, and it was a photograph of a yield sign. And I found out like 2 days ago that Tim Scott has got the fucking stablecoin yield on his desk, and it's decided. So we're looking at getting the markup done and a vote before Easter. Does that help, Blue? I love you, dog. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. I wish I could have slept in a little bit longer, but you know, it's what it is. On a work day for me, typically I'm up at like 02:30, 02:45. So like to make it to like 7, 8 o'clock on my days off, it's fucking rough because like I got that clock going like, hey, time to get up, fucker. What's on March 26th? Did I miss something? I'm not tracking. I'm not tracking anything for the 26th. Like some of my people might be. I am going to avoid like all the fucking heat this weekend, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of town because I have I have property elsewhere where it's gonna be like 76. I haven't heard anything consequential for the 26th in regarding XRP, Paisa. Yes, Skinny, it's all the oil companies. It's what they're going to do, you know. It's, what are you going to do? Bar mitzvahs. Everybody says, well, I shouldn't say everybody. individuals, the talking heads will tell you, well, it's because of Iran and Australia where her music's closed. Like, no, it has nothing to fucking do with that. None of our fucking oil comes through there. There's a reason that President Trump asked other countries to come help secure the strait. It's because all of their fucking oil comes through the fucking strait. Our oil doesn't come through there. It doesn't affect us in any way, shape, or form. But we have corporations, big oil, fucking other mixes involved, the middlemen at the refineries. They're like, hey man, we can make some money off this shit. Anytime there's a war in the Middle East, fucking push prices up, they'll buy it. So, that's what it is. We've been dealing with it for, fuck, John. How long we been dealing with fucking prices in the Middle East affecting our oil here, even though our oil doesn't come from there? Sorry, Gator. It'd be like that sometimes. I got a few different ones. If fucking wait for the table talk later, because Harry will be at that one, and he does a President Trump one, and I told that motherfucker, I was like, dude, we're gonna be at Mar-a-Lago, and I'm gonna call you on the carpet in front of the man to do the fucking impression, and he was like, I'll do it, and I was like, dude, you don't have a fucking hair on your ass if you don't do it. Yep, pump and dump. Fucking Big John's got it. Yeah, it's the nature of the beast when it comes to oil, and I know it's shitty when you get to the pump. I'm sitting, excuse me, just under $6 a gallon when I fill up, but I'm in the People's Republic of California. I'm fucking putting premium in all my vehicles. It's just how I do business. So, yeah, it blows when you're filling up a truck and it's fucking $170. And then the car, like a fucking 15-gallon tank's fucking 80 to $90. Hey, the Hudsons, what I'll tell you is we know how this ends. We know how this ends. We know how the turmoil ends. We know what occurs. Take peace in knowing that that end, it's coming. We can't avoid it. Proverbs definitely calm a wild mind and an anxious heart, though. I get what you're saying. Hey, John, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about ZBCN? Or are you talking about the tokenization for oil? Skinny, I don't think there's going to be a signal to completely get out of banks, but I think that the manner in which individuals like us are forced to participate becomes very insignificant. They'll still serve a purpose in certain areas for certain things, but understand that, yeah, as long as you're controlling your assets off of their platform, and you can trickle some into there every now and then for your own needs, you're doing all right. I think we're a couple of years out from completely doing away with banks in the manner in which we know them. I think they'll still always be around for lending and stuff like that, but it's going to take some massive restructuring on the corporate side for these banks, because with all the fat they have in those organizations and then the branches, there won't be a lot that survive that cut if they're not already making plans and changes. However, they've known about this for a couple of years now, which is why you've seen Wells Fargo's fucking cut branches, eliminated branches. You guys see the empty buildings out in your cities. Bank of America, fucking JP Morgan. They're all closing local branches down. So I think they are shifting in a direction where they're going to be more of a centralized corporate housing for their business operation moving forward and the capacity that it will. Mikey, what do I think Zeb Coin can reach? Dre and I were looking at some stuff last night that said if they take 1% of PayFi, they could see between $1.38 and $1.81 a coin. So 1%, that's a conservative number. Could they take more than that? Yeah. So you could see more than that. But as far as looking at it like a traditional play, like, hey, like I could see this being the top, I don't view that technology like that. I don't look at it going, what's there? Is there going to be a top? Is there going to be a big number at the top? Is there going to be a big run at the top? I'm looking more at the utilization and the utility of the coin and where it's going to function at, depending on how much friction they have as an organization. So the key, Mike, because a lot of us hold a grip of fucking ZBCN. The key is when it hits a nickel, 10 cents, 25 cents, is not fucking looking at that number in your account and going, fuck you, I'm out. I bought that at less than a penny. Because that 1% of PayFi pops that fucking larger number. If you dumped your shit, you spilt your mud at a quarter, you could be regretting it sitting at 138 to 181. That's not my DD. That is not Dre's DD. We saw some information come forth about the 1% on PayFi, and we verified the numbers, and the numbers tracked. So I don't remember who pushed it on X, so I can't give them credit, but it does not belong to me. I will not take credit for it. It's just information that went into like one hole on the Brain Housing Group and out the other, and we confirmed it. So it was legitimate information for a possibility at a 1%. A 1% capture of PayFi. Well, Moj, I was also looking at the run after XRP, but it seems like they're pretty set up to start pushing some PayFi stuff now. So just keep your head on a swivel. No, I do not own QNT. I'm sure some of the family does. Clan, that's more of a question to bring into Discord because you're going to get a wider base of knowledge. Just because I don't own something doesn't mean it's not good. That's what I'm saying. I'm very specific between like 3, 4, 5 coins at this point for a reason. Most of those coins you guys will never hear about because I will not fucking tell you, even if you asked. That's like inner circle stuff because it's certain stuff that I own that I'm not subjecting you guys to the risk on. That way, if I get fucked up, you guys don't get fucked up with me. No, I think Skinny asked, doesn't there have to be one chain ledger to manage all crypto? I do not think so. I think they are all going to intermesh. It's going to depend on the area of finance in which that chain's operating. Whether it's fucking Wall Street, for stocks, bonds, fucking whatever, commodities, you're looking at precious metals, what else? I got a brain fart. Oil, natural gas, stuff like that. I think there's going to be multiple chains that all interface. Makes sense. Like, you don't go to a gas station to fucking charge up your electric vehicle. You don't go to an electric vehicle charging station to put natural gas in your fucking your bus. Similar to different areas of operation for digital financial technologies or crypto. Tactical Wedgie, Greg would be the one to hit up on that. There is a vetting process to go through. he'd be more than happy to explain that to you. I wish I had some more of my team here on the chat because Harry could also help with that, and so can Chicken Joe. If you're available this afternoon for the Table Talk Live space on X, I will have my whole team there, and they're more than happy to get you taken care of. The issue right now is I know Greg is fucking doing like 9 million things because he jumped in as like my only admin for the chat this morning due to logistical issues with some of my other admins. I have not heard that One Crypto World XLR. I have not heard they're going to connect all the chains. I am not saying that's not true. I just haven't heard it yet. It's a possibility. ZBCN short-term play. I think ZBCN is going to be one of those plays that can definitely bring returns on like a day trade after they go into utilization. There could be fluctuation where you can day trade them and make some money off of them here and there. But we'll find out once the utilization goes into effect and they start rolling. The Discord is free, the Hudsons, it's free. You may have to get in on Nitro to unlock some of like the extra features or to boost it. I'm gonna try posting some videos on there as well because some of the fam on Discord boosted up to where I can be able to post some videos of content that I won't post on YouTube. Stop the Bleed, and you know some other stuff with some actual educational purpose to it, but it doesn't cost you guys anything. When it comes to ZBCN though, once the utilization goes into effect and people are actually using that technology on chain to settle payroll, we'll see what the fluctuation is on it. Because there may be a large fluctuation depending on pay period cycles and stuff like that, or there may not be a lot, depending on how many people are using it, how often they're using it. So it could possibly be singular play for the run up to where they're going to operate at that operating valuation for that coin, or the day trading availability and options is beautiful. I do not know if ZBCN is paying yield. I do not. Dre would be the one to answer that. Dre is currently balls deep in a pillow because he works at night, so he should be on the space later. Hopefully we can get an answer for that question. Dre is my ZBCN guy. I have zero knowledge on Medicus. Once again, that's probably a question to push in Discord. But from what I can tell you, I'm not positive, I'm not negative, I'm not neutral. I have zero knowledge on it. It is not in my portfolio. You get a wider sample base dealing with some of the fam in our Discord. How the fuck they pay yield on their website? Like it says they pay yield on their website? Or you log in and they fucking go, hey, here's your money? Or like, educate us, One Crypto World. Because I got a grip of ZBC and I ain't seen no fucking yield. That's not bad. No, I'm down with it. Now I'm going to have to look into it. I'm going to have to look into it and educate myself more on that. Sorry, Skinny, I read your comment and I was just thinking of like my favorite Metallica song. Sorry. XPR. It locks up to 6 months or less. Man, I've been holding fucking ZBCN for a hot minute. To give you guys a little bit more insight on the X side, like everybody who's been around for years and years and years, since the Lou days, you guys understand that on X, where'd you post it at, Greg? In the Discord? He responds. You guys been following me here, dude? Give me a second because I can't get to anything outside of. What I need is another fucking iPad right here. 7-Up. I like Dr. Pepper better. Sorry. Boom, boom. Dad jokes. There we go. Okay. As Greg posted, you'll need to privately post your full name with me on in X, the Discord. In the Discord, you need to provide an edited ID like everyone else. It's part of the vetting process. So basically, you're going to take a photograph of you holding your driver's license. You're going to block out all your information other than your first name, last name, your address, your driver's license number, all the pertinent, all the PII. You're blacking it all out just so that we can see your name, your photograph matches the dude holding the ID. It's part of the vetting process. There's also an NDA and some other stuff you got to go through to get in. It is a privilege. It is not a right. If you step on your dick in Discord, you will get kicked out. If you take shit from Discord and you post it online, you will get fucking sued. So, for those y'all that might be in here with nefarious fucking intentions, he said, fucking go fund me an iPad. To be honest with you, I have like 6 fucking iPads in this house right now. My kids fucking go through them like shoes. They're just rough. They're rough on tech. I've got a couple of Samsung fucking tablets. They're fucking trash already too. I was actually looking at getting another iPad yesterday, just for me. I was gonna grab the new Pro, throw it in one of those Griffin fucking cases, and then in my duty bag, take it with me to work and back. I decided against it because if I leave that shit in the car or have to fucking run in somewhere, like iPads tend to fucking blow up in the heat, and we're coming to that time of year. It's definitely not a matter of I don't have the funds to get an iPad. It's the matter of like, do I waste the fucking $1,800 to get one if I'm gonna have to leave it here and then my crotch goblins fucking get it when I'm not here, or I take it in the car with me and something fucking goes down and it blows up in the car. Fucking Jason, I'll donate an ape share. You could kiss my ass with that ape share. Yeah, I'll probably go with the MacBook Pro. And that's what I was looking at. I was like, for the money, spend another $1,000. I can get the MacBook Pro. Then I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff to it. Neither here nor there. Yeah, the iPad Pro looks pretty sweet. I have to go replace a fucking phone today. That has been fucking a nightmare. A nightmare. I already paid for fucking protection plan. Phone fucking got dropped. The fucking case on the back fucking shattered. And the screen doesn't work anymore. However, if you fuck around with your finger on the screen, like, the phone's still on. You can fucking call it and everything, you just can't answer it. None of that stupid shit. So I jumped in because I'm not fucking retarded. I pay for the protection plan, because if you don't pay for the protection plan, you're fucking retarded. And it forwarded me to AppleCare. I was like, fuck. So I'm probably gonna go yell at people at the provider's fucking office, right? I was gonna do it this morning, but they didn't open till fucking 10:00. I'll take the phone down there and be like, look, it's fucked up, it's broken. Like, I pay for this shit. Like, let me get a new phone. Apple Care. I'm fucking okay. Well, where's the Apple Care store? I want to take it in there. They can give me a new fucking phone. It's not this phone, obviously. Neither here nor there. Y'all have ever dealt with that before. Fucking dropped it. Fucking back broke. Fucking screen. Fucking said, whoop. Nope. But still works. I got nothing. Popcorn machine. Why the fuck would I own a popcorn machine? You put the iPad in your plate carrier for safekeeping. Man, I'm already, and for like 3 weeks now, like full time, I've had rifle plates on. It fucking sucks. Throw an iPad in there too? Nah, I'm fucking cool off that, bro. I'm already hating, like, today is my recovery day. My back's fucking tender. And I went in for my annual physical, and the doc's like, yeah, you look a little stiff. And I was like, yeah, it's because I've been on plates for fucking almost a month. And he was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah. Give me a second, let me stretch out. He's off. I'm gonna note that shit, because that's gonna go in your fucking permanent disability file. I was like, damn, it's like that? Elk, do you have a ham license? Or just in case? I do not. I do not have a ham license. It's probably a fucking not a bad idea. I know we were talking about it a few years ago. Lou and I and Greg and a bunch of people were talking about using the different handhelds and then having a powered base station. But I have not gone into it any further than that. How hard was it to get, Greg? Greg said, Greg, for those of y'all, I keep forgetting I gotta make sure I put this shit up, because when this reposts, y'all won't be able to see the questions. Greg said, I got one for the family a few years ago. We're talking about a ham radio license. He said, very easy. Oh, Big John got the, yeah. Hey, John, that ain't fair, bro. You're a professional. Big John said, I have the technician's ham license. Big John came out with the flex. Oh, God. Anybody else without... Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, look really fucking old right now. Nah, I guess not. Because there's plenty of dudes that have served. Anybody here have hearing aids? Fuck you, Greg. Fuck you, Greg. I did not realize how fucking retarded expensive fucking hearing aids are. One of my guys was like, hey, fuck it, bro. Just go to Costco. They got a fucking hearing center. You be good to go. Yeah, no. We got the TISM too. Like, I'm diagnosed. Fucking Harry's got the shirt that says fucking not diagnosed, but we're pretty sure. But so he's telling me, like, yeah, just go to Costco, bro. They'll do the fucking hearing test there. We have to get our annual physicals. We got to do audiology every year, and like, so how do I put this? Never mind. Fuck it. We're just gonna send it. We're just gonna fucking send it. Wind noise, fucking radios, fucking sirens, shit that gets loud, without getting the fucking channel smashed. Yeah, that's where we're at. So the audiologist is like, hey, bro, you need to wear fucking hearing protection. And I looked at him and I was like, hey, are you fucking serious? And he was like, yeah. You gotta protect it, man. And fucking this and this and this. And I was like, hey, dude, you know what I do. And he was like, yeah, but you still need to wear hearing protection. I go, so when I'm at the range, I have very good hearing protection. They're poured by a doctor. They're amazing. He goes, no, you need to wear hearing protection all the time. And I was like, you're a little slow, huh? And the argument kind of went back and forth for, 2-3 minutes. And I was like, so I'm in somebody's house and shit goes south and it's about to get loud. I just like put a fucking, hold on for a second. Let me put my ear pro on. And the guy looked at me like I had a fucking dick on my forehead. He said, well, the fire department fucking can put them on. I said, well, congratulations. They have heroes too. You're welcome for my service. I was like, it's not. I just hasn't caught up yet. You guys good? Are we good? I'm trying to get a pinch. Hold up. I was talking the entire. I was watching, going, okay, cool. Maybe I got enough time to get a pinch. So there's probably still one of these assholes in the fucking chat that hasn't said nothing. Just to let you know, this channel is very hard. Very hard to go in and play your fuckery and clip. Because I'm a protected status. Well, yeah, the whole hearing aid debacle with the audiologist, explaining to the dude, like, I don't have the opportunity to put fucking ear pro on before she gets loud. And he finally understood, but he looked at me like I had a dick on my forehead when I was trying to explain it to him. So I looked into it. And I've got some appointments fucking set up. But, dude, it's like fucking almost $8,000. It's almost $8,000 for both ears. And I had checked out the whole Costco deal, and they're like, oh yeah, like $1,600, $1,700 out the door. And then I was like, wait a second. The professional ones, the ones they actually make for you, like fucking $3,500 an ear. I need it for both ears. I'm not like, well, depends who you ask. You ask certain people, they'd be like, he's fucking deaf. My hearing loss, if you and I are having a conversation in a room full of people and it's noisy, we can be face to face, like almost kissing. I can't hear you. The fucking tinnitus isn't fucking very bad anymore, but those of y'all that have fucking served overseas, been around shit, been blown up, around heavy equipment, you guys fucking, tinnitus sucks. Yeah, I'm not fucking financing that shit. I'm just gonna fucking pull the trigger. So I scheduled appointments at 2 different places because there's different manufacturers, and a lot of the audiologists in our area, they typically work with like a couple of brands. This dude is one of who, huh? Neither here nor there. I'd gotten some recommendations for ones that have an IP rating for moisture and dirt, like an impact. Because I'm not looking for the ones that fucking hang over the ears. I'm looking at the ones that are in the canal because I have to throw hands 3-4 times a week, um, and that's the last thing I need is $3,500 fucking on the ground getting fucking crushed. Damn, what I miss in the chat? Is Greg still here? Yeah, Jason, it'd be like that, man. I just saw your message. I know. My mom got some a few years ago, but she had gone through some radiation therapy for some fucking cancer that she had, and it completely fucked her hearing up. I had no idea they were that fucking expensive though. Like that shit blew my fucking mind. I thought, 2,500 bucks, 3 grand out the door, we're fucking good to go. Like 7 grand? Are you? What did I fucking break a window? What the fuck am I doing? Did I wreck a car? Make Newsom pay for him. Oh, I got nothing. Fuck that dude. He said like funeral homes, absolute money mills. So apparently the technology that's available for them now, auto adjust depending on the environment. So whether it's a quiet environment and you don't need a lot, or it's a noisy environment and you need fucking to be locked in on a certain range. So it's what it is. I look forward to it. What the fuck is this? An investor. Right? New scum. I called him fucking Gruesome Newsom for a while, bro. Happy Friday, bro. I saw your other message. You asked if I'm an investor. Um, you could say that. Just, just a little bit. Just a little bitsky witsky. Harry Baggers. Sorry. That's that middle school fucking boy coming out in me. And this guy, an masturbator. You know. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. What's up, Poos? Harry Baggers, you are going to have to submit a bunch of shit to Greg, Jared, or Chicken Joe. Greg's the only one in the chat right now. He may be overrun with people that are trying to join. There's a process for getting into the Discord, which includes verifying identity and interview, NDA, and some other stuff in order to get in. It's not just a casual fucking Joe shit the ragman can roll up in there and fucking see what he wants to see without us knowing who the fuck is in the Discord. It's a family. So we're real careful in who we let in because a lot of us have our families in the Discord as well. Kids, spouses. So we're very selective in who we let around our most precious assets. Now the SEC's been fucking shifting hard, man. Have you not been paying attention this week? There's been some cool shit. The SEC is taking shit in the right direction. They're loosening a bunch of shit. They actually categorized almost all the coins we're interested in as commodities now. So it's definitely a different approach compared to the Ginsler SEC of the past. Mikey, you're in, bro. You just gotta hit Greg up, or if you're gonna be on the X space this afternoon, Jared or Harry or Chicken Joe and Greg should be there too. I don't know what he has going on later in his schedule, but we should have the full team to be able to get people the right information. It may take some time to go through all the vetting steps to get everybody in the door, but you're definitely welcome, bro. Yep, the Hudsons, you good to go, bro. What I will say is, if y'all are gonna roll up in Discord and you're gonna join that part of the family, be prepared to contribute. Don't be just a consumer, whether it's information or otherwise. It doesn't cost anything to get in. However, we don't flood the Discord with information that we haven't already taken a look at. We don't need a bunch of shit in there we have to decipher through, unless we have one of those threads where like we're actively looking at this, but it's not verified information yet. So just be prepared to add value to the Discord, not just be a consumer of the stuff you may read. Oh God. All right, who's got a fucking screen with X up right now? What's the latest and greatest? Normally I got Chicken Joe sitting over here at his desk fucking with an X screen up, seeing if shit is late and breaking. I know the Senate is fucking working through the weekend. They've been held over it. The Save America Act, they're trying to get pushed in before they hit the break, the Easter break. Sooner, hopefully, than later. What I think is ultimately going to take is they're going to have to either pass a rule change and do away with the filibuster, whether it be permanently or temporarily. I don't give a fuck at this point. It's a piece of legislation that needs to be passed. The disinformation that's out there from the left is absolutely retarded. You will not have to re-register to vote. It's new registrations. It'll require fucking ID at the polls. It'll require proof of citizenship for new registrants. So don't believe what the left is fucking spinning you. I've heard the same thing as well. Foodie, nice to see you again, by the way. It's been a minute. I have not heard Inner Circle that JD's fucking not running yet, but we are very, very early in that process. I think Rubio, Marco is a good dude, but I still have reservations. I think he's done really good in his role with Secretary of State, but Rubio sparked my suspicions before he assumed this role. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how the proof in the pudding comes out. Oh shit! She's got number 4 on the way. Congrats! How far along are you? Yeah, Skinny, you're ultimately correct. They already tried to do it. The only thing that saved them was Manchin and Cinema when they tried to nuke the fucking filibuster. Unfortunately, those two are gone. And should they gain control again, they're going to nuke the filibuster. They're going to load the Supreme Court. They're going to fucking repeal the Second Amendment. The worst of the worst is going to occur. They already said they're going to do it. Eric, not so much. Ask me why. Oh, okay. No, got it. I understand what you're saying. I thought you said you were. Um, JD has got very young children, and that is really, really fucked up when you're in that office. I think JD has seen the fuckery that occurs and the amount of pressure that it gets put on not only yourself but your entire family. Um, I don't know if that's in JD's heart. So we'll see as time gets closer. Eric Trump, maybe 20 years. Eric Trump runs the Trump organization. You understand that, right? Eric Trump is the brains behind all of the Trump businesses. That's not Don Jr. Eric Trump will continue in that role for a number of years until Barron's ready. Barron's smarter than all of the other Trump kids combined. And that's not, I'm not saying that Eric's a dumbass, that Don Jr.'s hella cool. He's a fucking good dude. He's a fucking hunter. Like, we share. But Barron is fucking brilliant. He is very, very young, though. He is learning the ropes, especially in newer ventures with digital financial technologies. But yeah, always has got it. He's providing a lot of information on that side. Eric's also very much into the digital financial technologies. But Eric's the brains behind the Trump organization, has been running it for some time. Obviously, between administrations, the boss was actively involved with input, but Eric's the one making all the decisions. So down the road, yes, but in the next 10 years, I don't see it. Yeah, well, we'll see. Said something about Skinny brought up the. I need to see some more results. I'm not like actively against, but stuff was promised during the campaign, and not a lot of it's come to fruition yet. They've done a lot, but not quite the accountability that Americans want to see just yet. And I don't think that's on purpose. I think that's because the nature of how corrupt the courts are and the fights that it takes from both the left and the rhinos has really muzzled a lot of, excuse me, what President Trump would like to do. So we'll see how much more of it he can get done. I do agree, though, that we need somebody that has the testicular fortitude to hold that office and maintain what they're trying to do now at a larger scale. I don't know if Marco's that guy. I don't. It could be DeSantis as well. I've never been a real big DeSantis fan. However, he's done some pretty fucking cool shit in Florida. So we'll see. We'll see who pushes ahead. Yeah, I'm not opposed to him. I need to see some more. Same thing with Vivek. I liked a lot of his plans during his campaign before he bowed out and joined the team. However, he hasn't been around long enough. He hasn't established himself long enough to show that like there's bite behind the words. Because we've dealt with fucking politicians promising shit for 50 years and then they get into office and they don't do anything with it. So if he can get the governor's seat in Ohio and actually show us some results, I think Vivek will be one of those guys that could be setting himself up for some success. It's not just PayPal, bro. Chicken brought it up last week on our table talk. There's mainstream education. There's mainstream education on crypto, blockchain, and some of the other aspects of it that are occurring. Financial services, the banks are doing some education now. We've seen some more of that. It's been over the last 2.5 months. We've seen a lot of education come out via television, via radio, via social media, and I think that's very good moving forward. Yeah, Vivek is very, very, very good at addressing people's concerns and questions, and I like that. I like the fact that he can sit down with someone that has an opposing view, listen to what they're saying, and then come back with an educated response that really makes you question what you just said, without it being complete bullshit. So, yes, ma'am. I stand corrected. I will unfuck myself, sis. Man, should I go stand in the corner now? Mom, just fucking take your ass over. Put your nose in the corner. Uh oh, one for review. Hold on, I gotta see it. Oh, yeah, we good. Misgendering. I've been pissing a whole lot of people off with that recently. Like, I'm not playing that game. I'm not. I don't give a shit if you dress like a woman. I'm calling you a man. Like, it's what it is. Like, I will not lie for you. You want to dress like a woman, that's cool, but you are still a man to me. Especially when I'm out in the field. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up with the fucking... Oh, well, identify. Yeah. Identify what? Like, were you born with a cock and balls? That's what you are. That's what I'm putting you down as. That's what you're going to jail as. Congratulations. You're about to be somebody's play toy. Yes, ma'am. Chuck Norris died at 86 years old. We indeed lost a legend. Martial arts and otherwise. Oh, shit. Well, I'm from the Midwest, and you really don't have to deal with a whole lot of gender confusion, because if you are gender confused, like, go out and try to milk a bull and solve that problem for yourself. Dude, God forbid I have not had to deal with it. I'll put it to you this way. Any of my girls go into a bathroom and there's a dude up in that bathroom, stand the fuck by. Nope. Mm-mm. I'll stand at a urinal next to a dude that's dressed like a woman. I don't give a fuck. You walk up into a bathroom with my ladies, we are going to have a different conversation. And when you mouth off, like, I'm just saying. And my ladies are all fully aware that should they walk up in the bathroom and there's a dude dressed as a woman in there, to vacate said premises ASAP, and don't keep it to yourself. So her question is, Lou always talked about elk spaghetti. Is that because you used elk for your meatballs or sausage? To explain this in the best possible way, Lou and I, we used to talk about food quite frequently. And Lou likes food, and I like food, and I'm very. Not only was I a hunter safety instructor for a decade, I've been harvesting wild game since like I was 7. When I was finally old enough to fucking shoulder a shotgun. Whether it's upland game, waterfowl, big game, so on and so forth. I don't harvest shit I can't eat. I'm not one of those dudes who's out there trophy hunting. It's just not my deal. If I can't eat that shit and it's not delicious, I'm not gonna fucking harvest it. So we got to talking about Italian food one day, and he was talking about this place in New York that had the best spaghetti he's ever had. And I told him that he was completely fucking full of shit, and it was not the best spaghetti he ever had. And that the next time he came out to the house, I was gonna make him elk spaghetti. And I blew his mind. He was like, "What the fuck is that?" I could just see fucking horns sticking out of the spaghetti. And I was like, "Nope. It is ground elk made into a meat sauce over homemade spaghetti noodles. And you smother those in butter with a little bit of olive oil, and then like some fresh crushed garlic, and then the food sauce, and then the meat sauce with the elk goes into it." For those of y'all that don't know the difference between cuts of meat, like venison's very good. Venison is deer. For all intent and purposes, it's venison. Venison is very good. Elk is a different caliber of meat. It's very rich. So you can only have a little bit of it, or you might have a sensitive tummy. But with that being said, to be able to put that into something, especially with a good meat sauce, and I make my own. I won't divulge my secrets because I'm very fucking good at it. My family's been trying to get me to make. I have a family recipe for peach cobbler that's like over 100 years old. And my grandmother, before she passed, well, she shared it with me like 20 years before she passed, but she told me that like nobody else fucking knows this recipe. Like she didn't share it with anybody, not my mom, not my aunt, not my uncles, nobody. One of her sisters, her sisters knew the recipe other than her. So I got it. So I've got like this very bomb peach cobbler, and they've been trying to get me to make that. So I hold it for ransom. Like, what do I need to get done? When it comes back to the elk spaghetti, though, taking fresh protein from the field, no matter what it is, and turning it into something you would have at a Michelin star restaurant is like one of my fortes. I like to smoke meats, to smoke cigars too, but neither here nor there. That's one of my stress relievers. You know, I spend a lot of time in the fucking field, spend a long career fucking doing different stuff. If I can get away from all that and get lost in a fucking kitchen, like an executive level kitchen, I prefer to do that. I like working with good ingredients, without preservatives and all the fucking processed foods, and getting the fucking seed oils out of everything, being able to make good food, and then blow people's minds with it, where you having food from my kitchen, you would not be able to tell it's wild game. And that's the point. Like, this is amazing. What is it? You said, do you like blood sausage in Sicilia? I have not experienced that. I've had blood pudding, not blood sausage, though. This fucking guy. Harder to get meat lit than cigars, I bet. You would be surprised. A good fatty ribeye, that shit'll catch on fucking fire quick. Whether it's a venison ribeye, whether it's an elk ribeye, whether it's a beef ribeye. I got a bunch of fucking elk ribeyes in my freezer right now. I prefer that cut just because of the nutrition plan I'm on. I'm running more of a carnivore nutrition plan, dropping the extra weight and some of the shit that's going on, and I can get in some fucking good shape again. But I like the fattier cuts of meat. I need the fats. More of the fats in my nutrition plan to power me, as opposed to running fucking carbs because I'm not running any carbs in my nutrition plan at this point. I like my steaks fucking medium rare. You ain't gonna change my mind. I had a very good doctor years ago explain to me like the body is meant to process meats as rare as you can get them. He goes, ultimately it would be eat it raw, but there's a bunch of shit out there that can fuck you up if you're eating raw meats. So you got to get it up to temperature to make sure there's nothing bad in there for you. But the body's meant to digest and dispose of stuff in hours. And if you're getting steaks well done, your body's holding that for fucking up to 10 days. And that's very fucking unhealthy. Argentinian. I don't know if we have any Argentinian butcher shops around here. I'm gonna have to check though. Trippy, I have not heard that yet. Uphold is always making moves though. It would not surprise me. That's something that I'm definitely gonna have to look into. His question was, "Hey Elk, have you heard about Uphold partnering with Digital Ascension Group?" I cannot confirm nor deny. I'm not tracking on that. I am an Uphold freaking user. Excuse me. Yep. Copy that, Greg. We're about to dial it up here pretty quick. I gotta go fucking deal with this broken cell phone issue anyways. For those of y'all that aren't using Uphold, it's an excellent platform, but you also gotta use your head as well. Keep your eyes open. See, she had the same question I do. Digital Ascension Group, I'm not tracking. It's something that I'll have to look into before we get back on stream at 1600, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, anybody got any questions here before we start dialing it down? I think Gregory's ready to go get some lunch. Or he's looking at it on his table and his wife's looking at him like, I'm going to smack Elk when I see him. I'm going to get him. Where'd Blue go? We lost Blue. Normally that dude's all up in here creating havoc. Blue, did you get snatched up by the popo? He got snatched up. He's up there in British Columbia. Got snatched up. He said, "Oh, you talking to that elk fellow, that elk character? We got you. We're gonna take you in." Yes, we have intel on Ondo that's coming this afternoon. I know you'll be there, Jason, so. YouTube, Jake Claver owns Digital Ascension Group, Digital Wealth Partners. I don't even know who Jake Claver is, but that's what it is. The temperature, we're fucking 104 so far. It'll be 110. 110 to 115 by the afternoon. Where you at in SoCal, bro? I'm out in the Coachella Valley. Out near Palm Springs. My sunshine, when are we going to fill up the strategic reserves? Which strategic reserves? Are we talking about oil? Are we talking about currency? Are we talking about digital currency? Like, what are we talking about? Hold on, I didn't scroll. Skinny, are you saying Jake Claver has an OnlyFans? It says Jake Claver, OF. Dude be showing photos of his feet. Yep. Foodie knows. Not your keys, not your crypto. Oil. I believe it's occurring now. all the oil that we brought in to be processed from Venezuela. I think a lot of that's going in to fill up what Biden dispersed to try to lower costs and tamper with the midterms in 22. We also have drilling going on off the coast of California again, finally. So a lot of that's going back in. There's a lot of drilling and pipeline projects that were put on hold that are going back into production once again. Jake wasn't fucking far off. If the Senate could have gotten clarity over the finish line in October, we would have been well above $100 before the end of 2025. That government shutdown fucked up their entire timeline because the president had already gone on record before all that went down and told everybody they were going to have a very good holiday season. And that shit was going to be happening and we're going to have a very good holiday season. So that government shutdown definitely fucked up a bunch of stuff. I don't know, bro. I'm not a foot guy. The fuck? Yeah, no. Mojo, if you were part of the Discord, you could see the screenshots that would answer that fucking question for you. Mojo asked that instant rip when switching over to the new system not happening anymore. Interesting that you say that because that question has been answered. Yep. Fucking Foodie Stock Mama up in the chat, fucking letting it fly. The education. If you have 1 million portfolio, you pay $20K a year for institutional custody. 10 million, $200K. No thanks. Not your keys, not your crypto. Maintain your own custody. I don't know how many times we gotta say it. She's preaching. I'm gonna let her go. She's been family for a long time. She's done her homework. Yep. He's talking about with fucking Jake Claver. Anytime you're allowing someone to control your assets at that level, it is definitely not a beneficial environment for you to be in, and you opening up the opportunity to get fucked up. Just look at what fucking old Sam did with FTX. No, thank you. Cold storage solutions? You're talking about cold wallets? There's a bunch of them out there. You got to decide which one works best for you. Ledger definitely has a good system in place. I like Ledger. There's some other ones out there. I won't point you guys in one direction or another because you guys are the ones that are going to have to ultimately utilize it and make the decision. I won't tell you use this one because if you use that one, you get fucked up. It's my fault. Take a look at a lot of them. There's no reason to not take a look at all of them. If somebody's telling you, no, you should use this one, you should definitely not be following that motherfucker because he's probably getting paid on the back end from that vendor. That's what it is. Take a look at all of them. Look at the user functions. How easy are they to use? What's the cost associated with them? What's the security level like? What's the redundancy like? How does that fit into the program that you're operating? Well, what's the term? The Hudsons? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Anytime you give someone control over that much money, it's a matter of time before they do something fucking stupid. Where if you're in control of that much money, you're not going to fuck yourself. Well, I guess you could, but then you're responsible for the consequences for your decisions, your actions. It's what it is. I think Foodie definitely needs to get her stuff in to become part of the Discord as well. Because she has been outside of the chat for entirely too long, and we need to get her into that Discord. And Foodie, if you would like to do that, just send myself or Greg a DM on X, and we'll get you the invite over for that Discord and get you through the process. Anybody else DMs me on that, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself and wait for someone else. She cool people. I'm playing. Don't get butthurt. I don't need the hate mail. I can go, you said that I wasn't as good as Foodie. I will be indisposed on Saturday. So if you're going to send it on Saturday, I probably won't get it until Sunday. I am getting the fuck out of the heat. Cooler temperatures, sea breeze. Yeah, it's happening. Yep, the Hudson's got it. All right, kids. Well, we're looking at 11:45 right now. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, you can DM Chicken Joe for Discord as well. I'm not sure if Greg's got him the ability to invite yet, but we can get that taken care of this afternoon. Whether it's him, Harry, Greg, or I, we'll get you taken care of, get you into the system in there. I have got some shit to take care of before I can get on stream. Yeah, see, Greg's fucking running around too, so we'll get to it when we can. Get them out early as opposed to late, like I told you guys last week. If you guys wait until we have price action and shit's chaotic and crazy, you are not going to get the attention to get into the Discord at that point, because I've already told my entire team at that point we are focusing on what we need for our families and our people existing, be able to get shit taken care of without any unneeded fuckery. So there will be a pause on Discord invites, applications, reviews, should anything like that take place. So if you guys are going to get in now. Otherwise, don't be mad when shit kicks off and you can't get into the Discord because everybody's busy as fuck. Yep. It's a pleasure being able to hang out with y'all. I appreciate you guys dealing with my rants earlier with the fucking idiots that want to come up in here. Neither here nor there. You guys fucking know them. I'm rock solid, and I'll fight for you guys the exact same way if people are fucking with you. So I love you guys. I will catch you guys at 4 p.m. East or Pacific Standard Time this afternoon on X for the space. It'll be Table Talk on X Space, and I'm gonna catch up on some of the shit that's gone on through the day, and we will dig in for the rest of it. Get you guys set up for the rest of your weekend. I love you guys. Until next time. This is Mr. Elk Spaghetti, signing off.